of the map ban phase now, and we'll see where we're actually going to go.
Are we going to have another one where it's like Clubhouse is either the last ban or last to pick?
Yeah. I don't know. I suppose in this case, by the way, just a small correction. In this case, it would be Sim I plant, right? Because it's
I guess. I don't know.
I'm not very good at saying it correctly.
Here it is again. Is it Clubhouse or is it Coastline?
It looks like it's Coastline.
Almost every single time it's coming down to that.
Today's been weird.
The first match was Clubhouse, but otherwise it's like, it's always the team that bans last that decides if we're playing Clubhouse.
Okay. Well, there we go. We know where we're going to be. Let's see what you guys think. Who's going to win it?
Oh, wow. Despite Ninjas in Pyjamas being the top team for most of the season, people think FaZe.
You know what I just thought about? Everyone always says CC, I plant, but... Oh, never mind. We'll go ahead and we'll get into this match. FaZe win out in the vote. You guys think they're going to take it? I mean, this is one of those that could go either way.
Yeah.
So whatever the result is, it isn't going to be surprising. You know, if Nip managed to win it, then nobody's going to be shocked.
No.
By that result. If FaZe take it home, nobody's going to be shocked. And again, both teams will go to LAN. It just depends on who's going to be first seed and who's going to be second. That's the only real difference.
And it might matter, because the Ninjas in Pyjamas haven't had the best track record at LAN.
That's true.
So if they get a more favorable initial match, that'll help them get a little farther. It's not like where they go out in groups, because there's no groups for this being LAN, you know, a season final versus a major. So, you know, they at least get to be on the main stage, regardless.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and see what's going to happen here.
They're ready to make that first ban quick.
Yeah, they were. They got the Dokkaebi banned out really fast.
Now, FaZe have not played this map this season. I know a lot of teams haven't, but surprisingly, Ninjas in Pyjamas have twice. They won once against Black Dragons and then tied to INTZ. So there's more VODs for FaZe to watch if that ends up mattering, and that could also affect the bans. Monty going off here again. That's the second time he's been banned. The first time was on Clubhouse. It's a little more odd to see it on Coastline, but, you know, if it's a target ban against a specific player, that happens. Echo the next to go.
Is it going to be Maestro, too?
Maybe.
This again?
It's been, I mean, Mir was only been the first match.
This would be the third match in a row we would see an Echo Maestro ban.
That's what happened on Coastline earlier.
If FaZe commit to it. Let's see what they give us. No, smoke. That's a left turn there.
All right. Keeping this interesting finally on defense. It's only been the attacker bans that were interesting earlier, but this is, overall, Echo's the only one of these that's a standard ban.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, and yeah, that's true. I
mean, I'm not saying the others haven't been banned, but I just mean, yeah, standard. Hookah, the first to go, that part is standard. But without a smoke, it'll be interesting because Aqua Push is now a little stronger because default plant maybe not as easy to take out. But Julio, having watched Aces, I'm sure, trying to channel some of his play with the Nook pick if he does a 6 pick, and unfortunately he does. Disappointing. Gonna bring out the Twitch instead. But similar to Nook, you're going to get a Caveira, another different kind of a roaming sneaky operator from Astro. Trying to put on a little show here. Mozzie also going to help with that. Just denying the droning makes it easier for Astro to roam around. Quick setup here coming as well. See if the Nomad does more work than we saw in the Coastline match earlier.
Neat, a cav.
Is he just practice firing? Is this a firing range now?
I think he's trying to announce to the world that there is a cav.
Yeah, he made it clear to any drones listening
that there was a cav, because that SMG has a unique
no one else has that
profile. Has it yet? Keyword.
I say yet because it's bound to happen. Someone else will get it. Well, hopefully the Mozzie can do good work, but I do like the combo of a Mozzie, a Caveira, and a Vigil. Means like you better clear. That Nomad better do its job.
Yep.
Because roaming's gonna happen. Unfortunately, Cameraman roaming in place at the moment is not a great start to this match, and we may need a quick remake. Ion the first kill, but it doesn't matter.
Yep. Looks like it'll be a well. I mean, actually, the round had started, so...
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not already typing remake. Usually they're pretty on that.
Technically, it should be that we keep going, I think, but that's admin decision.
Yeah.
We'll see if Yuna can get back. Wait, no, it's not Yuna.
For it.
Who's missing here?
It was
Cameraman.
Cameraman, that's right.
Cameraman is missing.
I even said it, and then it took me a minute to remember.
Yeah. So Cameraman gone, and no remake, it seems. Julia will put the kill onto Astro. Looks like this is going to be the first round for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Yeah. Kamikaze low on health, though. He could go down next, and then it could be a 3-2, which is a little more favorable for the defenders here. They do have 2 ACOGs left and the ability to heal and overheal in the case of Yuna, so it's doable. it's doable. They need to finish off Kamikaze first just to reduce man count. Oh, drone looking right at him. Mav going to watch an angle as well. They're just trying to control the map at this point because they don't know where they're going to be coming from, but they're on the roof. At least one of them is running around, the other one on the ground. So neither of them even in the building yet. Oh, as I say that, Muzi does enter in.
I mean, no rush, right? You got 2 minutes.
Oh, good night.
That's drone. A free passed on to, well, or free drone, I guess. Good placement of the pest.
Fortunately, Mozzie is the one who DC'd, so it's not really going to help too much.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
But there's less drones left, I guess. But still, they have 4 people, so chances are they're going to have a backup for that drone.
See what Yuna and Mav can make happen in this round. It really does look like it should be a lockout for NiP. They're setting up to focus on an Aqua take right now. They've got one person on big window rappel, one on the billiards balcony to apply some pressure from behind, one coming up from blue stairs. That's Muzi, who takes down Yuna and almost gets to second, but Mav will land his shot and narrowly misses one onto Julio, who finishes things up. Ninjas of Pyjamas the first round. Doesn't look like Cameraman has made it back yet, so we will have a rehost. Woo!
Well, see. Should take a second for the rehost. At least they only have to put in the data from 1 round.
Yeah, so it's going to be faster on the rehost, but we're going to have to wait and see how that all plays out, of course. Early days. Not a lot to talk about from that last one. We saw FaZe get a disconnect, which turned into a few early picks for NiP, which then turned into the round for NiP.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cameraman disconnecting really hurt things. They had a pretty good roam setup in terms of operators, but also you saw some early picks as well that were probably not very favorable.
It was all going the way of NiP for that entire round, but it did start with the disconnect, to be fair, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose in theory they could, replay that round if they decided to, but I don't think
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
They called for the rehost after the round was concluded anyway. So, yeah, we'll see the results get entered in, get everybody back in the lobby, and so on and so on.
The second half doesn't take too long, because it shouldn't take long to enter in the data since you only got 1 round to put in. You've got to put in the operator bans and things like that.
It mostly comes down to who, Cameraman.
Yeah,
because Cameraman disconnected, so how quickly is he going to get back into the match? That's the real question.
I think both teams are probably in team houses right now, too, so it probably wouldn't have been an internet issue, as it generally will affect the whole team when they're in a team house.
Could be the game just crashed.
Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, it takes a long time to launch up the game, so yeah, especially through the means that they need to launch it. Like when you're going through all the different process, you got to set up your MOS, then you got to set up you got to launch through the wire, and then you have to go through a couple other steps to actually get into the game. You have to go through your Uplay to connect, and it can take upwards of like 2-3 minutes to even get into the match in the first place.
Yeah,
that's just like it's a lot of hoops to jump through. And
that's if you don't have to reboot.
Yeah. If you have to reboot, it takes a lot longer, of course, depending on your rig in that case. But no matter what, it is a rough situation for getting everybody in sometimes. So
because of the reboot, you have to consider the other stuff too, like getting into the voice chat with the other team members and things like that. Other stuff besides just the game you have to start up.
Well, I mean, we'll find out. We're starting to get people in now, but we're only just at the very beginning. So not a whole lot to talk about for that first round. Not really. Was a pretty one-sided affair.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely
focus from NiP.
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing a player due to a disconnect isn't a great start.
I like that NiP really focused up on clearing it from Aquarium. I like that they didn't throw it away.
They also didn't throw too many people in the building early. They were doing a lot of work from outside or rotating outside. Yeah.
Yeah, very careful. So you got to applaud the caution from Ninjas and Pyjamas in that round. Despite having the advantage, they didn't even start to throw it away. So
I have a feeling they'll try hookah again, probably though.
Probably, yeah. I would imagine that it's going to be called as one of those rounds that, oh yeah, we could do better.
Yeah, Cameraman disconnected and there was another kill. Like we were fine. Let's shoot it again.
Speaking of Cameraman, we now have everybody in the lobby except for him. So assuming that there's some kind of launch issue going on here, so we'll just wait and see what's going on with that. And then, assuming we can get that problem solved, we'll start again.
Hopefully it won't take too long. I know last time it was the person, disconnected. It sounds like he is getting back in right now, so it might just be just a second away. He's not literally in yet, but he's working on it. So
give it time.
Hopefully we'll have the same issues we had earlier.
So, what are your plans for Japan? You doing anything extra?
Tokyo after, for sure.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be doing Tokyo and then Kyoto right after.
I don't know. I'm just mostly about the Tokyo for it.
No, honestly, you know, my mom's been to Japan a couple times. Yeah, and she says that you could spend like a whole month in Tokyo and still not really see everything. So I imagine
pretty condensed.
However much time you're gonna be doing there, you'll probably have a lot you can do.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who's going to be joining us out there as well.
Definitely a good trip if you want to be at the finals. I'd say I'd definitely advise as an excuse to just go to Japan.
I think so many people wanted to be at the LAN finals, not even just for the LAN finals, just to get a paid trip.
It's
out
Japan,
there.
yeah. I mean, like it's complicated, you know, to get there in the first place. And then if someone's covering you to make it, then
yeah. Both these teams going as well, so
yeah, they'll
I'm
be
trying to
there.
have a good time with it.
It'll be big for them, I'm sure. I will say that teams were fighting a lot fiercer to make it this time than some of the other Siege events I've seen in the past. And not just like, oh, the strats are more advanced or the players are better. No, the same players, similar strats.
Which is funny because
more
we
focused.
Have so many of the regulars missing from this event.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
That's the even more ironic part.
That's what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's everybody really putting in the effort. Yeah. Anyway, we are loading in right now, so we're assuming the settings are correct. We will pick up where we left off. So we'll wait until that is called, and then we can switch over to the game.
Looks like we could be going kitchen, though.
Everything looks good to me. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, they were teasing a Tachanka and a Frost.
Yeah, you guys missed the Tachanka, I think.
Yeah.
Going to kitchen, cool. So not billiards again.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be staying. How long are you gonna stay?
4 or 5 days. I think that'll be enough.
I'm gonna be staying till the 21st. I'm gonna have a pretty long one.
Yeah.
But
you know what? If it's good, I'll go again.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, only reason I'm gonna be doing it is because I'm gonna have somebody there who speaks Japanese for me.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, so I don't have to stress it too much.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to use like Google Translate.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll make it work, man.
Hey, we make it work out here in Poland, don't we?
That's true. That's true. I mean, we've both lived out here for 3-4 years now.
And not everyone speaks English.
I speak a little bit of Polish.
That's impressive.
Not any Polish. No, I can't keep a conversation. I know like tak nie, dziękuję, widzenia.
Leave it to Miloš for that.
Yeah, Miloš actually speaks a decent chunk.
Yeah, he's such a polyglot.
That is an interesting word, and I haven't heard it in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he
sounds like someone who likes to eat a lot.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. No, but he does speak a lot of languages. He's really good at learning them. I don't know why. Anyway, this match, we've got Ion peeking aggressively onto the spawn. He's trying to find some targets. Again, playing Cav. It's almost as if, you know, this match, which is one of the few that means anything today, is being treated with little care from both teams, which is odd. You know, like, it actually does matter if you're first or second seed, right? But they're bringing Cav consistently. Maybe they think it's going to benefit them somehow. This is one of the maps where you are least likely to get an interrogation. Anyway, Cameraman trying to contest and influence this round because he was unable to influence the last one in any other way than his pests.
At least that did something, I suppose, post...
He got a drone.
Yeah.
Didn't win the round.
Disconnecting doesn't get rid of the pests.
That's true. So, yeah, I mean, nothing's really happened so far. We've got a lot of kind of haha picks. I mean, the Ella and the on the Cav. Ella could be, in this situation, considered a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
She's viable, but you got a lot of long-range fights you're going to get on Coastline, and she is not great in those.
No, definitely not. I mean, you can try and make it work, but it's definitely a lot different than it used to be, really. I mean, same could be said somewhat for Caveira here.
We'll see if this close-range engagement is going to work out for her. Lifeline gives her position away, and she's dead. Muzi gets the kill. Ninjas and Pyjamas managed to shut down that variable.
Well, that's a good start. Of course, you don't want to get interrogated, so...
Yeah, that possibility is now done.
Yeah.
Eliminated. Astro through the floor, going to make that Scorpion work for him. Psycho goes down, and... well, FaZe fight back.
Well, Astro's hoping for a second one. They know his position now. They're all pretty spread out, honestly, but Julio takes a bit of damage as well. In the meantime, as Muzi's also at half health. So this is working out okay for FaZe, although Cameraman, he is down at the moment. It looks like Yuna the one to be finished off, actually. So this is a lot of trading happening, a lot of 1v1s, and Pino winning his now. looking pretty dire for FaZe.
There's no rotation there in A, which is quite interesting, which means the site, or the rotation between the site is only the doorway. That's risky for the defense. Yeah. But they've also lost a lot of manpower early on, so it might not really matter. Astro, the only anchor. Mav's trying to support by holding onto the hallway, but he's got to face a lot of firepower. He will rotate, but Astro has been down. And again, there's only one rotation for Mav here, but he can get a single kill before being eliminated. Maybe two. He's playing in the middle of a crossfire, but he doesn't get finished off. He's on low HP, sees the IQ, but can't land the shot. Good situational awareness from Mav there, but he just couldn't hit those very narrow shots consistently enough to ace that. Or not ace that, but sorry, clutch that. Part would have been a 4K. So Ninjas and Pyjamas take their second round on Kitchen this time.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking great for FaZe, and I don't know if rotating sites is necessarily going to do a lot for them because just their defense is very spread out. It's so focused on the roam. The operators they're choosing, the way they're playing it, they definitely want to just get in these individual fights, and it's really not working out. I mean, it did help. You saw the teamwork. So, for example, you take the Caveira, for example, trying to fight that fight. Fought it by pushing into two people. Those two people stunning first and then attacking. Like, the coordination was much better from Ninjas and Pyjamas, and so it's 2v1s, much more favorable. FaZe just, they're not necessarily setting themselves up for, success here, the way they're playing it. But they're going to play a little closer to the side, a little heavier operators this time. But interestingly enough, we're going to see Psycho bring out the Ying as a 6th pick. Something a little different. Something we used to see pretty much exclusively for Penthouse.
We used to see Ying a lot in general, too.
Yeah, that was definitely different. And it's like, all that was changed was the timing. Yeah. That made a huge difference.
You know what I really like about Siege? Remember what we were talking about during the break? One thing I will say is that we don't have one of those metas that we used to have every season where it's just this operator.
Yeah.
Like, remember when it was Lion, it was Ella, it was Ying,
Blackbeard.
it was Glaz, it was Blackbeard.
Yeah.
It was always, it's this operator.
They've had their time to shine.
There's a diverse operator selection, which offers us a much more interesting overall experience because it's not just locked into being one operator or another dominating because they are ridiculous.
As long as they can keep it like that, the growth in terms of operators won't be too bad. Yeah. But, there we go. Nice attempt with the ACOG.
Solid whoops there with the misses.
Hey, he wasn't punished, though.
Yeah, that's true. So, whoops on both sides.
Psycho actually took a little bit of damage.
Yeah, one shot landing there.
Oh, Ion did get punished eventually by someone else, and Lion trying to lock him down. It didn't work because he just healed himself back up.
No, there you go. FaZe retain full stack and still are playing pretty aggressively.
Yeah. And, I mean, it wasn't necessarily working, but...
There's not a lot going on here right now for Ninjas and Pyjamas. I mean, we're already a minute into the round. I'm not really sure what they're focusing on. It looks like it's going to be an Aqua take. I see Valkyrie by Vase, but what can they do with that? It's not an easy kill onto that position. Cameraman gets Psycho downstairs in office. A good roam from Cameraman so far. He can still be pinched, and his position is known. So even if he has pests on the doors, he will be able to fight people. Or, sorry, he will be in a position where he's going to have to fight people. He'll peek into a hole made by Muzi and be finished off.
Ninjas Pyjamas still looking like they're going to stay in the driver's seat. I mean, they lost to the Ying, but...
That's devastating for whatever plan they had.
If that was key to it, yeah, that's not great.
I mean, usually when you bring the Ying, it's essential.
Yeah, that's true. It's like bringing a Monty, right? You don't bring him just to kind of have an extra guy around. We'll see if these long angles work out. Now, they still have the 3 ACOG operators. All they lost was the Mozzie, who's going to be playing a little closer, potentially, but... That means they're going to be trying to fight the distance, and unfortunately, Muzi comes out ahead on that for his second in the round here.
Was he doing a little bit of parkour to get that one?
Yeah, it was worth it, though.
Yeah, takes some time, but he got a pick off of it.
Yeah, taking down that stubborn Doc.
Unexpected angle. Usually you think you're safe where Ion was, so
yeah,
understandable why he will not be wary of it. And FaZe now. I was going to say, in an all-right position, but as Muzi gets yet another kill, it is not looking so all-right anymore. There's his 4th. It's just Astro. Will it be the ace? He's coming really close to it, and no. Julio doesn't need to, but he denies the ace anyway. Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
We are seeing a very familiar Coastline here. Attack, attack, attack.
Yeah, it's 3 in a row now. for Ninjas in Pyjamas. So I guess that means the question is, will FaZe be able to get enough rounds in the first half so that when they go to the second half, they can recover?
It's hard to say. I mean,
not a guaranteed thing.
It was a better round, I guess, for them, but not a good one. It was definitely, they really struggled on that. I mean, trying to play a lot of long angle ACOGs and things like that was not a bad idea.
Hey, they're not bringing Cav anymore.
Yeah, then.
Or are they going to 6-pick it?
They could, actually, though.
Let's see.
Bar's where they will go, though. They're going to try their third site. No one wants to go Penthouse despite Mirror being available.
Okay.
Nope, they only 6-picked over to the Sledge.
So, Sledge instead of Sophia. That's curious. Preference, I guess. Oh, whatever, it's working. Ninjas in Pyjamas have managed to put a lot of rounds together. No Twitch this time. Julio was playing Twitch, but he's decided to stop.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Cameraman has finally brought the Mira. What's with all those faces after Nip? The Mira is going to be a big influence on this round in all likelihood because there is no Twitch.
Yeah. I mean, that'll definitely help. It's a case where they could have 6-pick over to it. Or was the... No, because the Mira wasn't a 6th pick. They could have done it.
I don't know why they didn't bring the Twitch.
Muzi definitely showing up since the rehost, though.
Muzi's been showing up this whole season.
Yep.
He has consistently performed for his squad.
It's definitely helping his team quite a bit in terms of maintaining their lead, doing better than FaZe so far this season.
Yep. Well, now, Ninjas in Pyjamas coming in from the east side. Looks like they want to do a top clear, starting with the drop downs, applying some pressure through the skylight. It is a double bar defense, so that is going to be a one step at a time sort of attack. A very slow process.
Yep.
No default cams eliminated there on the west side, so those need to be dealt with at some point. Slow clear is the name of the game for Nip. They want to be thorough.
Yeah. It's been working, though, because the roamers have been, trying to be problematic, but the slow and steady clear from Nip, lots of teamwork, lots of coordination using the line, things like that, has been working. Although a lot of it's also Muzi just going in and killing people.
Speaking of Muzi.
Yep.
Spectator watching him because he knows he's bound to get the kills based on what we've been seeing so far. These are some really good pulls for Muzi, and he's actually going to get one off of it. That's a setup from FaZe gone wrong.
Yeah.
As soon as you put Muzi in a position to use that setup.
Literally a hole in their defense.
And now what he's doing is cutting a line down the middle of the rotation in Sunrise Bar, which will likely catch Cameraman, but he looks at the wrong angle at the wrong time, and Cameraman wins that fight. Meanwhile, Astro had gotten a kill as well, so now FaZe are in the lead, and the top fragger for Ninjas in Pyjamas dead.
Not to mention the line to follow it up. But at least it's traded back onto Ion.
Yep.
That's going to be the Vigil down, so that is one of the roamers down. Astro probably going to be the other one to deal with. So a 3v3 here. Teamwork still needs to be the name of the game for Ninjas in Pyjamas, but a lot less people to do that. They do have two people that can rip open the floors, though, between the Sledge and the Buck if they get that top-down control of Hookah.
Right now, Mav playing in security, just baiting out his enemy by spraying in the main lobby. He's saying, hey, look at me, so he can fall back and delay the attack even further. There's only a minute left for the attackers here, so that is going to be valuable in terms of play. Julio spraying away into the site. Kitchen Control is going to offer, again, a cutoff of the rotation in the site, but it won't offer a platform to attack the site because in order to get there from Kitchen, in order to get to the site from Kitchen, you would have to cross by blue stairs and blue bar, which is just dangerous.
Yeah, it's a door over to another door with lots of things between to deal with.
C4 gets shot midair there by the Nomad of Kamikaze. Nice shot there, and he puts some damage into Cameraman as Cameraman haphazardly peeks, but Astro will land his shots. Despite Cameraman being downed, Astro's still alive and still doing work here for his team. Psycho scared of the push there, but he will finally get Cameraman. Now just Mav and Astro against Julio. Julio's position is known, though, so this is very dangerous for him. He comes out with the peek, but Astro wins the fight, and FaZe will take their very first round.
Definitely a bit better that round, although that actually still came surprisingly close. Ninjas in Pyjamas, because of their teamwork, were still able to trade a lot of the kills. But it was those two early kills that really made the difference. Losing those two initial members of Ninjas in Pyjamas, not the greatest start. You lost the Lion and Muzi on the IQ. Not good. That's definitely part of the reason he lost the round. It's, like you said, the top fragger on the team. If he's the first to die, the rest of the round going to be a bit more of an uphill climb. I mean, at least they had some entry done. But Penthouse for the first time today. And, they're going to try it. Not going to go with the Capcan, of course. That is not something you usually want to reveal anyways. The Clash, something you do want a 6th pick too a lot of times, just to really throw them off. Julio wasn't sure if he wanted a 6th pick, but decides, oh wait, we need this for the Mira. He's going to stay on the Twitch. Lion going to be brought here again. Castle will be interesting for this from Cameraman. See where that gets used to probably cover some flanks, to help hold a certain area. Could be used to help, looks like hold maybe the back of theater here. To be able to play top of main stairs, somewhere you definitely want to control. Unfortunately, it looks like everyone running in place again, so we might have another remake situation.
Yep, looks like the servers have decided to smite this match.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll come back to us. Hello, once again.
Yeah.
My name is Kickstar. This is Emzo.
Well, 3 rounds in.
Yep.
Four rounds in.
4 completed on the 5th.
On the 5th.
Almost fine.
Almost halfway there.
I'm actually 4.5, thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Growing up so fast. Almost like this match.
Yeah, it's getting there, inches at a time. That's what we're getting. Yep. It's been still, I think, overall pretty good for Nip, though. But it's the attack side. Right? So it's like always a question of like, if Nip keep this up, then what happens when we switch sides?
Today, it's been every time a team puts themselves up in the first half, they start losing on the second half. Every single match, it's felt like that. I mean, if you go over MIBR T1, it was the same thing. MIBR winning heavy on defense. Then side switch, Team 1 win the match, 7-5. Liquid versus Ints. Ints winning decently on attack of Coastline, and then you switch over to the second half, Liquid win every single round.
Funny part is, whoever's winning in the beginning is losing every single one of these matches.
Yeah, they're losing. So whoever goes positive here.
So right now, it looks like Ninja's Pyjamas have lost this match already.
Yeah. Since Ninja Pyjamas are up in the first half, they're going to lose this.
That's the rule today, right?
What a shame for Nip and all their fans.
Well, we can call it here.
Conclusion done. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We will just call it there and move on with our lives. And thanks for watching. It was really appreciated.
I wanted to see this penthouse defense.
Yeah, what a shame. It's true, actually. It's kind of interesting. The word penthouse. Neat is the word I'll use. Anyway, jokes aside, we are going to continue the match once we get everybody back in and get the lobby all set up.
Upside is I don't think it was a particular player. Therefore,
it was the server, so it should be everybody gets in really quickly.
Hopefully, no need for reboots, no need for even restarting the game unless there was any problems they needed to restart it for.
It could have also been the spectator.
Could have been the spectator.
But I doubt that because of the standing still thing. If it were the spectator, we would have an instant disconnect.
I think so, yeah, because I think that indicates that it happened on the server side.
Yeah, so server, which means we can just make a new one, and everyone should get in quickly. We're doing that right now, and then we should be able to just jump.
Just got to put that 4 rounds a day to make sure we do it right so we don't have to do it twice, although this is the second rehost of this match.
3rd for the day.
Yeah. First 2 were player-related. This one looks server-related, so we're just having one of those days.
Just one of those days, indeed.
It happens.
It does. It does. It is the last day of Pro League, and these
stretch it out.
Exactly. These few days of Pro League leading up to this one in Latin America have been suspiciously rehost-free.
Yeah.
So I think it's just karma.
We were saving it.
Finally getting back to us.
Yeah. We were saving strats. In this case, the strat was rehosts.
Rehosts. Yeah. Solid strategy.
It's working so far.
Prolong Pro League to keep the ball rolling, keep the match happening.
I'm trying to think if once we came back from rehost, if it favored the side that was losing. We did see MIBR get 1 round after the rehost, but then lose the next 3.
You know what I don't do, and I suppose I should do? I don't keep track of when we have rehosts.
I know. I'm just thinking that. And I only remember that because I was thinking, maybe this will help them, and it did. But that was only because it was tellers.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out once we actually get into the match.
Almost there. Got the lobby created. Just need to get these guys.
Get the players in there.
On in. I'm sure they want to finish it as much as we do, so.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like at the beginning, like FaZe were just playing for the laughs. But they seem to have changed their tune just a little bit.
Yeah, not sure how much they care about C, but I think once you start to get into a match, it's hard not to take it seriously.
That's true, yeah. When your opponents are taking it seriously, you start to ramp it up. But, in terms of prep, I imagine it wasn't a whole lot for this one. And, seeding is, again, less important these days because of how close the competition is. Like, when you've got teams that are really amazing and Tier 1 teams and they could absolutely make it to LAN and you expect them to make it to LAN and they're not making it to LAN, that means that the 2 teams that did make it to LAN typically are really good because they just barely managed to edge everybody else out. So
And important to note, too, for those of you who are wondering about the seeding and when the seeding will be done, APAC finals are this weekend. We cannot do them until we know who from APAC is going. Although I suppose we could technically do it with just placeholder and say APAC Team 1 and APAC Team 2, right? Like,
that would be really boring.
I guess we could do that, yeah, but no one wants to see that. So obviously that'll have to be done after this weekend. I'm not sure when or how it'll be done, but that is why we don't know the seeding yet, despite knowing that. Also, the fact that we don't know the seed order for these two.
Yeah.
But it will not be done until after this weekend, so just keep that in mind.
It's going to have to wait. Yeah, we'll find out when we find out, I guess. There's no official known time where it will be happening or no place where it will be happening even, so just give it a wait, guys. Give it a solid wait.
Just one more player? I thought he was in.
No, he just switched over.
Teasing me. Come on, Moosey.
Exactly, yeah.
Just waiting for the one from FaZe, and then we'll be ready to bang it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got a pretty big break after this. And then we've got the relegations, and then another pretty big break until the actual LAN event.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Obviously, a lot of time to do some prep and thinking about for both us, for the teams, for everyone to kind of figure out what's going to be different at LAN.
The more time for the teams to practice, I find the better, because usually whenever we have teams coming in to LANs immediately after a Pro League ends, it's always not as intense when you actually get to the event, because there's less time for them to prep strats.
I like when they get to go boot camp and actually swim. They boot camp in the same area or boot camp where another team's at.
They boot camp for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's where.
And they get the really solid prac in, and then you see a totally different team.
Yeah.
So it looks like the score is. Is it no? Wait, yeah. Is it correct? Yeah, it should be.
Correct,
I have it correct.
Yeah, 3-1.
Somebody's calling that it's incorrect in the chat right now, but
I hope.
I have the score down as what we have down right now.
Yeah, FaZe have won that last round. Nip won the first 3.
Yeah, I'm really confused. We're just waiting to see what's going on here, because people are calling for remakes. People are saying the score is wrong, and now the host is calling for remake. So we are going to go to another remake for you guys. So Devin, do you have any specific plans for your trip to Japan?
Akihabara. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but that's the area where all the tech games and stuff is.
Oh, is that the big? Yeah.
You gotta go to those 4 or 5 story arcades.
I gotta write that down, because
you have to.
I'm gonna go to the Studio Ghibli Museum. That's one of the ones I want to do. We're gonna do Disneyland. In
Disneyland.
You have a Disneyland in Tokyo.
I tried to check that out when we did Paris.
Right.
But
Disneyland Paris is supposedly the second.
It looked like exactly the same as Disneyland LA.
It's
Anaheim.
I think it's just that, but bigger. The Paris one is also older.
Yeah.
They're really old. I think they recently just converted over to an automated system. I've actually never been to any amusement park before, so the one in Tokyo is gonna be my first.
Really, being a California native,
I know.
There's quite a few.
There's a lot.
There.
You got Six Flags and the and Disneyland LA. So
and also you got Marine World too as well. That one. It's an amusement park / animal park.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of options for sure, and I haven't. I guess it's not that I haven't had time. It's when I had the opportunities, I was just always busy with other things. When I didn't have the opportunities, I could have. And that just schedule doesn't work out. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing it in Japan, and
cool.
Probably do a few other things. So it sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Tweet at us what you'll be doing in Japan.
Yeah, if you visit. I mean, if you're gonna be tagging along for the actual event, that'll be exciting.
I hope that some of the teams and players that aren't necessarily going as part of it still get to go, still try and make the trip. I know sometimes the schedule doesn't allow it, things like that. They got to spend time preparing for the next season and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's I would love to see them go, because we have that sometimes. For example, especially when we had the Raleigh one, a lot of players that weren't playing there still showed up.
Yeah, of course.
It was a little bit shorter trip for NA players.
For NA, yeah, it's an American-based event, and it was easy for them to get to.
Come on, it's Japan. Just fly out there. You get paid for your job.
The problem with that is the flight to Japan's expensive. Hotels in Japan are expensive. You have to go through the visa process for some people.
That's true.
It's complicated. So, but you might want to go anyway. Again, use it as an excuse. But it's been an exciting build up to this event. I mean, we've had some of the hottest competition we've seen in a Pro League season.
Yeah.
Through this one in particular.
Big opportunity as well for Latin America with G2 and Empire not going.
I don't know if I'd see that as an opportunity. To be fair, we did see, even though they're not going, I think the people that are going, Giants.
Okay, so to be clear, I'm not saying the people that are going Giants and Navi are weaker.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we've seen G2 and Empire shut down Latin America.
That's okay.
And
Fair
so
enough.
because they aren't there, it'll be different.
Fair enough.
So
But
there's possibility.
I would say the competition from Giants and Navi. I mean, they earned it though. So
yeah,
like
they've proven they're tough.
maybe they'll have the same sort of situation when they go up against a LATAM team. We don't know.
No, you never know.
don't
I'm
know.
just saying it's an opportunity because it's different.
Yeah. FaZe, I'm sure will be like in a good position.
FaZe
here.
is one of the few regulars going.
Yeah, FaZe. Wait a
The
minute.
only.
Hang on. Let me look at because. Yeah, no, I mean they are really one of
They
the.
might be the only regular going because, you know, you've got on the.
You got DZ and Reciprocity. Neither of them are regulars.
Yeah.
Right. You've got FaZe and Nip, and then you've got Giants and Navi. So yeah, FaZe and Nip are like two of the more regular ones.
And Nip has. It's been a while since Nip have gone to a season finals. I think. I mean, they've gone to majors, but I don't think they've gone to a season finals in a while.
Yeah. In terms of season finals, I guess it's just FaZe really.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Like we've had these other teams qualify for season finals. Don't get us wrong, but FaZe is one of the more regular faces to see at a LAN. So this is going to be a very different LAN overall, which makes it a little bit more interesting, a little spicy.
So apparently it's 4-1. Nip have gotten an extra point somehow.
I don't know why they have an extra point because here I have 3-1.
Yeah, I don't think both of us wrote it down wrong. Maybe they were just gifted Penthouse because it's going hookah now. I guess they were given Penthouse for some reason.
I have no idea what's going on.
I don't understand, but
we're not going
it's
to.
not our decision.
We're not going to Penthouse anymore, which means that.
All right. Well, now it's the last round of defense for FaZe.
I'm guessing Devin is right. They were gifted Penthouse for some reason. I don't
know why.
Obviously.
Oh, you know what it was?
Some
They probably
rule.
played off stream. It was probably the spectator did disconnect.
Oh,
They played Penthouse out and Nip won
Oh.
it. That's what had to have happened.
Very-
That's why the score was wrong.
You're absolutely right, Devin. That is got to be what it was.
That's the only
okay.
thing that makes sense here. Either that or they're crazy.
So quick clarification, everybody. The round was not gifted to
No.
Ninjas in Pajamas.
Although we don't know how it's played out.
Yeah, what happened, the only logical explanation we can come up with is what happened is we disconnected as the spectator. The match continued to play because it doesn't require the spectator in order to continue. And then Ninjas in Pajamas won the round off screen, thus putting it into a 4-1 and pushing us onto a different site, which is now Billiards. So here we go.
All right. Well, good for Ninjas in Pajamas. They got a good start, so that means they lose the second half, but enjoy it while it lasts.
Yep. That was good. That was a good. You know, I was thinking honestly. The reason why I was thinking about that is because I thought if. Oh wow. Okay.
All right, Astro wants this round over quick.
He don't care.
You know what? It worked.
And
it worked.
And it's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna work for him.
Good for Astro.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's not even the op you'd expect to do that. And Ion following it up, they're mad about that last round apparently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of pent up anger. You're just having to sit there and wait to play.
I guess so.
And we were down for what, like 20, 30 minutes. So.
FaZe up.
Yeah. Well, in this round, it looks like they're having a really good one.
Yeah. That's punishing early, man. And Muzi's still alive. As I say that, he gets finished off. And so, yeah, that's a shutdown of shutdowns. I don't know if Julio and Kamikaze can do much against this. Cameraman is just taking a smidge of damage, and that's it.
Looks like it's going to be at 4-2 in the first half here.
Yeah, it's certainly looking that way. I mean, that's typically the balance.
Especially after Julio misses that shot. F2 is a little bit more unwieldy than it used to be, but it's so not, you know,
It's still pretty wieldy.
Yeah, it's you could still make it work.
Yeah. You're still throwing enough bullets fast enough in a small enough radius that you're gonna get some kills.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Thank you, Devin.
You're welcome.
Now, pushing through Aqua. There's a mirror window here to stop this push. And Julio's down. Did he down himself?
Might have just fallen, yeah, to try and get picked back up. But nope.
Double for
It's party
Kamikaze,
time.
looking for the third, but he's out of ammunition, and Cameraman cleans up shop. FaZe get 2 rounds in the first half.
FaZe were ready to switch sides. I gotta wonder if they're gonna be that aggressive on attack as well now that they switch.
Give us a rush strat, FaZe. Do it.
They want to get to their vacation with the season over.
Do it.
Guys, we want to go to Japan and we want to spend time enjoying our time off till then. So, can we just kill each other real quick? Kitchen to start here. I only saw Kitchen once on FaZe's defensive side. So interesting that would be the starting point for Ninja Pajamas. We're going to see a Lion again here, but a Finka to go with it potentially. Yep. We don't need Thermite. That was just a tease. We're actually going with Ash. Quite a reversal from Thermite to Ash.
No hard breach, only rush.
Yeah, soft breach instead.
They've brought a Finka and and an Ash, which to me suggests a rush, and a Lion, which also suggests a rush. So
yeah,
I wonder what we're gonna see.
I think they're gonna rush. So
I mean, it's not determined yet.
yeah. I mean, maybe it depends on what they see, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would have loved to see that for that Twitch drone to try and take out the armor before everyone picked it up. That would have been total waste. I don't know if you can even do it with 5 zaps, but that would have been pretty funny. But everyone that I think's got theirs now.
What we do know is it is 4-2 right now, and FaZe are lining up to get the kills with their operator selection. Well,
5 seconds remaining.
we have to see what they're going to do at the end of this prep phase.
Attackers are moving
Here we go.
to defuse a bomb.
So, EE1D right out the gate. This again suggests a rush. Everybody but the Lion seems to have spawned at the same location. No. Sorry. 3 players, same location for FaZe. Lion droning in through delivery. Likely he's going to be a distraction. Meanwhile, the rest of the take coming over by Sunrise Bar.
That makes sense.
It's interesting that we're watching the Lion of all people right now.
Yeah.
You could see that the take is coming on to Sunrise. There is no rush, but it is a take into office early on. Ooh, there's a player inside of security, but Mav just doesn't wait for
I
it.
might come back to get him later.
Yeah, maybe. He's going a little aggro there into Garden. Trying to get control. He'll drone it. Psycho gets Astro, the Lion.
Oh, good initial pick.
And Lion was alone, so yeah. That's a really good one to have. No refrag potential at all. No rush strategy.
Nope.
Shotgun was brought by the sledge, though.
Yeah, that does indicate usually one would be a rush strategy.
And the whole lineup suggested that,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I mean, you sledge and then you shotgun after that. That's the way to just go quick.
Yeah.
Attackers have located
Well, it's not going to happen.
No, the Lion dying is certainly going to make it harder, too.
Yeah. Cameraman trying to challenge upstairs, and he cannot find anyone. Ash Charge is going to open the VIP wall, but not expose anyone. Pino downed and finished off. There you go, Mav. Kamikaze and Ion got a kill each elsewhere. Ion's in sight. Nobody there to stop him. Muzi and Julio, now the last defenders. Muzi on the roam. He will drop down to the main lobby. Correction, that is Julio who gets the kill on Ion. Good reactions there from Julio. Now just Cameraman. He's upstairs. Got a minute 20. This is very winnable for Cameraman.
This went from fast to slow pretty quick.
Yes, indeed. Cameraman's still wary of roamers upstairs. There are none, but he's being cautious. It's a main lobby presence that is so prominent here for the defense. FaZe does not have the diffuser. It is down outside Sunrise Bar for some reason.
I don't think he even wants it at this point.
Yep, looks like he's going for kills.
I mean, can't blame him. He's Nash. You don't want to be planting when you're alone.
Well, he's looking for an angle onto somebody maybe playing in the side. Can't find anyone.
Especially with this much time left.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to rush here. Just spraying out. He's given away his position. And that's going to allow Nip to adjust to him. He does not have any breaching charges. Can't open this wall anymore. He has sight control, but no diffuser to plant. C4 opens up an angle behind him. He's got to be wary of that. There's the Valkyrie in the main lobby. Sees him, goes for the fight, but he's going to get flanked by the Jaeger in a matter of seconds. Pistol out. He's going to finish off that Valkyrie, but Jaeger decides to play safe in sight. Cameraman deciding not to reload, but can he land the shot? The answer is likely no, given the way the Jaeger is playing right now. He'll run through the C4 hole over to Courtyard, playing the long angle, not giving Cameraman a chance, just waiting out the time, and Cameraman will lose it on time. Yes, not actually going to be time, though. It'll be the frag for Muzi.
Wow.
And Ninja Pyjamas will take that one.
That was looking like such a FaZe round at first. I mean, it wasn't technically a rush, but almost everyone died in the first 2 minutes, so that's pretty rushy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty quick round. Or it would have been a pretty quick round if it hadn't been for the clutch attempt there from Cameraman.
Yeah. Well, Ninjas in Pyjamas. They forgot they were supposed to start losing right away. Decided to win instead, and now at 5-2. Pretty good start. They're going to go.
Maybe this is going to be the one match where the team winning early continues to win moving forward.
I mean, to be fair, the way that FaZe are playing, that wouldn't be as big a surprise.
Yeah, no, I mean, Nip are playing really on point. FaZe are a little, not as much, I suppose, but yeah, it's been a good one so far for Nip, I gotta say.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get warmed up for Japan.
Rightfully so. Again, both of these teams will be going to Japan, but it's a question of the seeding. Right now, the seeding's looking better for Nip. They currently hold first. If they get one more round, then Nip will secure first spot for Latin America.
Certainly the way to do it. I mean, at that point, you just get to 6, and you don't even have to care about the rest of the rounds. You know, that's a good spot to be in the very last match of the very last day. Just like, one more round, guys, and we can just retire. I mean, obviously, if you get 2, then it's over quicker, so it's not bad either. Cameraman and Ion picking up a few kills, and you see Muzi and Kamikaze as well, but of course that is since the rehost. So bummer there's no way to like re-put in that data or somehow carry it over. There needs to be like a resume match kind of function. Some way, I don't know. Down the line, I suppose. It'll eventually get there. A lot of ACOGs again here in terms of at least the Doc Rook, which we've seen quite a bit of so far from both teams. But no Maestro to back it up, interestingly enough, when he's finally not banned. You can see the Twitch yet again as well, but no Mira. So, interestingly, 2 normal bans, not banned and not being used.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing that all day today, though. So,
yeah.
Are we surprised?
Nope.
Nope. Billiards is so far looking good, except for that. That's bad. That's not good. That is bad.
That is opposite of good.
Opposite of good, bad.
Go find Psycho. Psycho's like, he's like, can you get me through this drone hole? Did he did it! The longest range heal I've ever seen, I think.
That's a really impressive and tight angle there for the heal. They don't have any drop, as far as I know, so it's not that hard, but nice shot there from
See,
heal.
that's why the heal paid off.
Yeah, only possible because of the Doc.
Yep.
Julio's going to die from the Skylight, and no more kills for Pino as Astro gets a second, not from the Skylight, but from the stairs. Psycho will take down Astro, though, so as Nip fight back, it's still FaZe in control. Oh, Psycho missing some really big shots there, but Muzi won't, at the very least. Plant going down, and it will be successful. One just to Muzi's left there.
And
Sees him and lands the shot. Last one's the planter. Only 1 rotation possible for Muzi, realistically. And Yuna's on full HP. This would be hard for Yuna to lose. Oh,
he does!
No!
Through the
Muzi with the spray! And he walks in like the king that he is.
I like that he looked for Claymores.
Putting us onto match point.
Oh, boy.
6-2, and Ninjas in Pyjamas secure first in Latin America, going to Japan.
They're going to be calling him Uzi the Uzi. Just spraying, and they start praying. That is through the bench seats. Just, that's funny. Well, Ninjas in Pyjamas. Looking pretty good here.
Penthouse going to be the next site for Ninjas in Pyjamas
this time, though.
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe we'll disconnect like we did last time, and then it'll be all over.
It's the cursed bomb site.
The cursed bomb site.
Haunted.
It forces the spectator to disconnect.
It's haunted by all the bodies of Hungry Onion from before.
Maybe. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if FaZe want to rush this or if they just want to play it out slow and steady and try and crawl back, 5 rounds in a row. I'm not sure if they have the muster to at this point. They just, I don't know if they have the will to claw back 5 rounds. Ninjas in Pyjamas just, seemingly, especially in that last situation where you had the Ashe prone and the Jaeger prone crawling to face it, and the Ashe still lost that fight.
Yeah, it's weird because the barrel from the Jaeger should have given away his position first, but I guess Peeker's advantage is prevalent even on prone.
Maybe his eyeline was also looking for a different position, like a stand-up position, and just wasn't prepared, like he was aimed up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you don't expect someone to prone crawl into you like that either, so I guess it worked. That was the move.
What I do know is that FaZe cannot get anything out of this match any longer. Ninjas in Pyjamas have secured first, and this last round is going to be for the funsies, I imagine.
Congratulations to Ninjas in Pyjamas on securing their spot.
Yeah, yes indeed.
Well earned.
So this is the last match of the regular season for Pro League. So with it effectively done, FaZe are going to go for a rush strat, it looks like, downstairs.
At least fast walking.
Speed walking. They are speed walking.
We're going to walk right into sight as quickly as our little feet can.
They can't run too fast because then it would be called running.
Yeah.
So they have to do speed walking. These are the rules.
Yeah, you can't ADS while... Whoa, there
and
we go.
Muzi's going to get 1. He doesn't get the other, though, because that follow-up player behind Ion was actually too far. Oh, no, what has just happened there? Cameraman, a nice reaction, but Muzi shuts him down. That's a triple kill for Muzi.
He's everywhere on this map at once.
He's tearing FaZe apart. He's looking for more. Maybe a quad for him, and there it is. Nice shot on a Mav. It's all on Yuna. And will it be a Muzi ace? Yuna's pretty far from the action, so we won't know until he gets to Muzi.
Muzi, you're tearing me apart.
No, it's just all on Yuna to, I guess, stall this match out.
Yeah.
Muzi hunting for the ace. I imagine all of NIP will bait for him.
Yep.
And there it is. Muzi, an ace
What
to
a way to
end the
finish.
match. Following his amazing performance in the previous round. And Ninjas of Pyjamas finish things up. What the heck was that? How clean can you get?
Uzi. He's the man to watch out for in Japan, I think.
Yeah, if we're going to have a one difference maker on Ninjas of Pyjamas moving forward in their career, I guess, it's going to be Muzi. He officially, after that performance, does not get talked about